plenty. Toss a coin to your witcher, O Valley of Plenty, O Valley of Plenty. Toss a coin to your witcher, O Valley of Plenty. That's the closest I can do with it. Oh.
There's a special guest.
Have you ever seen Tron? Be quiet. I don't care. This is my world, minions.
Oh yeah, we are, you are, the legendary Tron.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he is here, so everybody, Echo Base Network, give Broomcock a warm welcome.
Welcome, Broomcock.
Hello, Broomcock.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. It is me, Broomcock, the future cleaner of Earth. I am very honored to be here with you, Echo Base. Why are you laughing, Felix? Just to get brother Broomcock, that's all. So how is everybody?
Singing my pain. I can't go on anymore, Coach. You broke me. What I said, do your worst. I didn't mean that.
Broomcock honors you, my friend. I am the future cleaner of Earth. That's right. I can't lie to you guys. I love you.
Feels like it's been a while. It feels like it has been a while since I have been here to hang out with my EBN family. So good to see you all. My hat's kind of low. I need to shave and cut the white sideburns, you know. Oh, yikes. Coach is getting older. So good to see everybody. We are going to go through this article that so many people have sent us today. And full disclosure, I've not read it. We're going to read it together. I know that some of you have already read it because you have already posted in the comments. I have been here watching. I have been. So hail to Matt Risman, Daryl the Derelict, Brandon Deeks, Project Cambrian, JPRPH1, Connor Fuller, Venger, Rogue Reaction Base, Green Lantern 345, J-Man, Raptors 50, Lombardi 1969, The Nerd Po Real Lifeform, The Matt Cave, hey Matt, Darth C, D. Curry, Crazy Mad, Justin Reynolds, Darkside Doug, Nerd Rage 557, LR Dice, Victor, we'll miss you, I know you're working, Valiant Renegade, Moth Monma, Papa Boba Fett Main. That's a name. I love it. Creation by Mo the Kingslayer, David Carlian, and Philip Hawkins. Welcome to Echo Base Network, everybody. Anybody in the chat that I missed that I see now? Let's see. Nerd Rage 557. Already said your name. Joker's Wild is also here. Mertz is also here. Nicole Malott is here. So, yes, hey, color the hair. Now that is a novel idea. Coach might look a little younger. I don't know. But anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for being here. Hey, hello there. Bobosa94 is also here. MH88 is saying hello. Simon Lakin in the house with everybody. So good to see everybody. So I released a video earlier today, and it was basically covering the Leslie Headland interview. The article came out like at 2 o'clock in the morning. Really interesting. I wake up this morning and I see it. So we go and, read that thing and then cover it and release the article. And I see in the comments of that video a lot of people referring us to this article that we're going to look at here in just a moment from theatlantic.com. And I did see the article and just kind of skipped over it. But then I saw a very peculiar, interesting post on Twitter, of all places, from Mr. Cameron Pasha. And you see what he says right here. I wonder how much longer my Lucasfilm stalker, he's been being stalked by somebody from Lucasfilm. He's been reporting on that for a while. I wonder how much longer my Lucasfilm stalker is going to have a job after this. The Atlantic is deeply connected to the Hollywood Club. This article is a decapitation move by Chapek against Kathleen Kennedy. At Doomcock was right, and I kind of predicted it too at On Midnight's Edge. Well, when I saw that post by our friend to our channel, Mr. Cameron Pasha, definitely worth looking at. So I didn't skim read it or anything. I just kind of looked at the length of the article. And I see a lot of people are reporting on it. It's starting to pop up. I know that Stephanie Janisek from Stephanie Janisek Smuggler's Cantina sent us a personal message about this article. Said, hey, you guys got to go check this out. And I believe that she was doing a live stream covering this very thing. So here in just a couple of minutes, we are going to go ahead and dive into this. But we here at Echo Base Network, we're going to do something with this article a little different. It's going to be different. We are going to teach some other people how to do some things. It's going to be unique, and it's going to be something that we all do together. I need your help. I need your help. I cannot do this alone. So we're going to have some schoolage going on in here, but it's going to be something you enjoy. I promise. It's going to be like when you think back to school, what was the most awesome moment I had in school? It's going to be better than that. It's going to be better than that. So just trust me on that. They called me the coach for a reason. We're going to do some edumacation up in here today. And yes, I'm drinking from a coffee cup with a black cat wearing a hat. Don't ask. I don't know. I just grabbed it out of the cabinet. I've never seen this cup in my life. Obviously, it's one from my wife. But the coffee is good. The coffee is good. Hello there, Blood Guilty. The legendary Tron is in the house. Dwight Paladin Graham is also here with us. And speaking of Dwight Paladin Graham, Dwight Paladin Graham with the $5 super chat. Hell, EBN, thank you. All love. Can't thank you enough. Dwight, it was our pleasure. No thank you required, my friend. It was our pleasure. So thank you very much from Dwight for the $5 super chat. We are, you are, Echo Base Network. And Dwight, this video is for you. And Dwight says that the surgery went well. So I am very, very happy for that, Dwight. So keep us updated. Let us know how things continue to progress with your mother and that situation. So very, very cool, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and jump into this article. So here's what we're going to do, everybody. I am going to read one paragraph at a time. One. We're going to go one paragraph only because the article is, it's not super long. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 paragraphs. We have 14 paragraphs that we're going to go through together. That's why I'm not about to read it all at one time. So we're going to take one paragraph at a time, and we're going to discuss the paragraphs that need to be discussed. Some of them won't need to be discussed. And if you will pay attention to this very first paragraph that I'm about to read, and I'm going to show it on screen for you guys so you can read along with me, and then we're going to do something with this paragraph. We're going to do something with it in just a moment. See, we've had some people who are not necessarily agreeing on this article. So we're going to do something a little unique here on the old YouTube. And I actually want to get through the first article before I tell you what that is. So, no, wrong window. Let me share the window with you all so you could see what we have. All right, here we go. So it is now time to go through this. And Michael, I see your $10 super chat. I will read that in just a moment, my friend. I will be, I already see it. That's funny. I will read that in just a moment. So here we go. Paragraph number 1 and number 1 only. Let me make it a little bigger for everybody. All right, so get my ASMR voice ready. Just kidding. When I look out my window, a few floors up in New York City, I see Star Wars. Rooftop bouquets of dirty satellite dishes, jumbled architectural styles united by peeling paint, variously shaped and largely face-masked life forms jostling on the sidewalk. Each sign of shabby modernity feels like something I glimpsed in childhood while hypnotized by George Lucas. In the director's 1977 space fantasy, wizards lived in what appeared to be a crumbling stucco huts, and moon-sized superweapons had onboard trash compactors. As a kid, I believed that Earth was just another planet in Lucas's universe. Today, I'm still susceptible to that lovely illusion. Okay, so the first paragraph is down. Okay, so first paragraph down. So what I need you guys to do is go ahead and throw this up into the chat. Give me a very simple, very short, one-sentence summary of that paragraph. Very simple. Do not be too verbose. Be very sparse. Use the least amount of words that you can. So be very sparse. Give me a one-sentence summary. And yeah, let's, again, when I look out my window, a few floors up into the New York City, I see Star Wars, rooftop bouquets of dirty satellite dishes, jumbled architectural styles united by peeling paint, variously shaped life forms jostling on the sidewalk. Each sign of shabby modernity feels like something I glimpsed in childhood while hypnotized by George Lucas. In the director's 1977 space fantasy, wizards lived in what appeared to be a crumbling stucco hut. A moon-sized superweapon had onboard trash compactors. As a kid, I believed that Earth was just another planet in Lucas's universe. Today, I'm still susceptible to that lovely illusion. New York is a shithole. So I'm reading your comments. It's good. Inspiration from one's childhood, definitely. In Ireland, we call that bollocks. No word. Oh, it's a no word. Daydreaming about Star Wars, yes. This person does not like George Lucas' Star Wars story or theme. Star Wars resembles real life. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Close. So, yeah, we're not going to waste a lot of time on this. So, I'm going to go with Star Wars seems real. That's going to be the first sentence that we're going to use. Star Wars has always seemed real. Let me get my caps right. Has always seemed real. And I saw Stephanie Janisek is here in the house. Cameron is here. I have an English degree, and I'm pretending to be a poet. Cameron, I'm going to tell you, my friend, if you are still here, it was your tweet, sir, that got me to cover this. This tweet. I wonder how much longer my Lucasfilm stalker is going to have a job after this. The Atlantic is deeply connected to the Hollywood Club. This article is a decapitation move by Chapek against Kathleen Kennedy. Doomcock was right. I kind of predicted it too on Midnight's Edge. So Cameron, we are definitely your tweet there got me all in. So, and Stephanie, you sent the DM, so thank you for that as well. All right, guys, so let's move on, shall we, to paragraph number 2. So they set us up, letting us know Star Wars feels real. Let's speed this thing up a little bit. Here we go. All right. So, the Star Wars franchise offers action and escapism, but re-enchanting our own world was always its greatest trick. As Luke Skywalker rises from backwater farmhand to galactic savior over the course of the first 3 films, audiences gain a visceral sense of why the galaxy he lives in is worth saving. Debris-strewn sets convey that exotic planets have history and commerce. Silly-looking critters and robots carry themselves with dignity and purpose. A supernatural force hums throughout the interstellar Viewers come to feel a humanistic or even animistic connection. Star Wars immerses you in the awesome knowledge that peripheral things, the neighbors you don't understand, the buildings you don't notice, have their own sagas. All right, guys, you know the drill. We need it. 1-sentence summary of that. Ugh. It's going to get better, I promise. It has to. So, yeah, let's look at this again. I'm looking. Let me pull it up there so we can see us both. Interesting. Give me a good 1-sentence summary. I'm looking. Y'all are so funny. I'm seriously getting ready for the woke as heck turn this article will take. Oh, I hope not. How many more paragraphs are there? I don't think I have enough blaster shots. All right, so let's go. The planets, the people, and the environment all feel offers great escapism. So that's what I'm going to type. The planets, people, and entire environment offers a great escape. That's going to be my sentence. Now, look, why am I doing all the work here? This is supposed to be you. All right, let's move on to the next paragraph, shall we? All right, I'm going to get you guys to do this one. So here we go. Right now, Star Wars is at a turning point. Oh, here we go, guys. I can smell it. I can smell it coming. Right now, Star Wars is at a turning point. Lucas's original vision famously inspired an era of big-budget blockbuster movies whose creators, just as famously, eventually ran out of new ideas and came to rely on sequels and spin-offs. Inevitably, Star Wars itself succumbed to that fate. After releasing a divisive trio of prequels around the turn of the millennium in 2012, Lucas sold his franchise to Disney, Hollywood's chief recycler of old stories. Ooh. Shade has been thrown. Yes. Fresh Star Wars films began to roll out in 2015. Though early acclaim and profits were impressive, creative troubles began to hurt the bottom line. In 2019, dismayed reviews and relatively soft ticket sales greeted The Rise of Skywalker, the finale of a trilogy set 30 years after the action of the first films. Around that time, Disney CEO Bob Iger announced a movie-making hiatus for Star Wars. Give me that sentence. Give me that sentence. Let's go. I'm going to wait for it. Give me that really simple, easy, one-sentence summary of that paragraph. Bring it in, bring it in. Let's go. We're going to paint a great picture here. We're going to help this author out too. I'm looking at it just in case nobody's playing with me. It's all Bob's fault. I got to get a good sentence before we move on. Blunt and to the point, yes, but what did this paragraph say? That's what I mean by summary. What did this paragraph say in one sentence? Bad choices turned Star Wars into a pariah. Star Wars needs new ideas. You know what? I like it. Nerd Rage 557, I'm going to say, but now Star Wars needs new ideas. But now Star Wars needs new ideas. Well done, sir. Well done. Thank you all for playing. It was good. All right, let's move on. Had Lucas's galaxy lost its power, or had its new stewards simply mismanaged it? The recent success of a remarkable Star Wars television series suggests the latter. Ooh, that it was mismanaged. Here we go. With the streaming TV service Disney Plus launched in late 2019, it featured The Mandalorian, which picks up 5 years after the events of the original trilogy, and follows the adventures of the mysterious mercenary who has sworn never to take off his helmet. By the end of Season 2, a critical consensus had emerged. It was the best live-action Star Wars product to arrive since the early 1980s. Millions of viewers cooed. I agree with that. I'm in agreement there. Millions of viewers cooed over the short-statured enigma known to fans as Baby Yoda, who has a price on his adorable head for unknown reasons. As the Mandalorian's laconic and lethal hero travels from one planet to the next, the sublime feeling of immersion that laced Lucas's early movies reemerges. To watch the show and then look back at the sweep of Star Wars history is to understand where that feeling comes from and why most of Hollywood's hero-driven, special effects-laden fantasies never attain it. All right. Give me a sentence. So far, actually, I don't want to recap any of the sentences. We're going to get through this, and then I'm going to present the entire summary that we have created together as an EBN family. So give me something. It's got to be something about the Mandalorian being let's just keep it simple, guys. What about something like the Mandalorian is the best Star Wars we've gotten since 1983? There's been an awakening. I love that, Justin. Lately, there has been an awakening with the Mandalorian. But you got to keep to the point. We got to keep this point here. The main point that they're making. The Mandalorian is the best Star Wars we've gotten since the new stewards mismanaged Lucasfilm. We're going to go with that. The Mandalorian is the best Star Wars we've gotten since 1983 as Lucasfilm has been mismanaged since 2012. Okay, we're good because I think that's a good point that we gotta maintain. Okay, all right. Hail, Darth Arlena. Good to see you. Good to see Steve Rennie, Thanos 2024. Kenny Long is also here. Captain Spire is here. I also liked Rogue One. I do. So I'm with you there. All right, here we go. Let's continue. The plot of The Mandalorian unspools like a thin, near-invisible thread. Each week, the protagonist completes a discrete quest that unobtrusively points the way toward the next quest. The pleasure of watching lies very much in the journey and not the destination. This episodic, open-ended style of entertainment is a hallmark of dramatic TV, but it's also very Star Wars. Soon after its initial success, the first movie was retitled Episode 4: A New Hope because Lucas wanted viewers to feel as though the film were one chapter in an ongoing Saturday morning serial. In the new book, Secrets of the Force, The Complete, Uncensored, Unauthorized Oral History of Star Wars by Edward Gross and Mark A. Altman, Lucas says this of his work on the first film: it's always been what you might call a good man in search of a story. All right. So, I mean, it's just more... it's Mandalorian. This is really not a very good paragraph because it starts with the plot of The Mandalorian and then it finishes with Lucas. I would not be happy with this paragraph. So let's see. Let's go. The Mandalorian, it's just further making the point that The Mandalorian feels like Star Wars. The Mandalorian has a great Star Wars feel. That's going to be my summary of that paragraph. Let's continue, guys. Let's continue. All right. What Lucas means is that when conceiving Star Wars, he dreamed first of visuals, concepts, and feelings, not of plot. He felt drawn to make a movie in outer space like Flash Gordon used to be. Ray guns, running around in spaceships, shooting at each other. He also wanted to mash up tropes from samurai films, westerns, and spy flicks. Above all, he wanted to look and feel that prized credibility rather than the clean, sleek sci-fi of the 1950s serials in 2001, A Space Odyssey. His own days working in a greasy mechanic shop, plus the thought of NASA's Apollo capsule returning from the moon full of candy wrappers and old Tang jars, informed that vision. Yeah, there's nothing really to dive into there. Star Wars was a realistic outer space movie. Star Wars is reality in space. That's what we're going to say. Star Wars is reality in space. That's what we're going to do there. I think you guys will be okay with me there. So let's continue. Without a narrative he was burning to tell, Lucas had trouble turning such notions into a workable screenplay. He wrote multiple overlong drafts that each radically refigured its characters, arcs, and themes. Eventually, he arrived at a relatively straightforward tale modeled on ancient legends. I'm just rereading it, guys. I want to make sure I absorb it all. Eventually, he arrived at a relatively straightforward tale modeled on ancient legends. Lucas had been reading the work of Joseph Campbell, a literary scholar who identified a monomyth with a predictable structure occurring across cultures through the centuries. Star Wars would be a chosen one story. Luke Skywalker was like King Arthur or Siddhartha Gautama. That's Buddha, guys. The blueprint, with its prescribed wise mentor figures, talismanic weapons, and trusty sidekicks, helped make the mess of a script gel. Star Wars involves the Chosen One, the Mentor. I love the Mentor. That's my favorite character in most shows. The Mentor usually is a sacrificial type character, but I love those. I love the older, wiser, I've been there, lean on my wisdom, on my experience. Let's see. Weapons and sidekicks. We don't even look at Han Solo like a sidekick anymore, but he was. Here we go. Lucas's reverse-engineered fairy tale resonated with audiences, but Star Wars aficionados tend to overrate plot when explaining his success. Books have been written about the profundity of Luke's search for identity. In the new oral history, the critic Roy Morton articulates conventional wisdom when he argues that Lucas's most significant creative decision in crafting the script was to draw from myths. Disney's chief Star Wars executive, Kathleen Kennedy, says that what was really important to Lucas, and certainly important to me, was story. Whenever Star Wars films have faltered with audiences, commentators have blamed shoddy storytelling, the needless complexity of Lucas's prequels, the inconsistent logic of Disney's sequels. I need y'all's help on this one, guys. We need a one sentencer. Star Wars aficionados tend to overrate plot. Wow. It is so cool having Cameron in here. Lucas reverse engineered fairy tale resonated with audience, but Star Wars aficionados tend to overrate plot when explaining his success. Books have been written about. Okay. So we're just going to jump into Kathleen Kennedy. Because I think it's... storytelling is of the utmost importance where Star Wars is concerned. How are we with that, guys? How are we with that? I think that'll be okay. Storytelling is of the utmost importance where Star Wars is concerned. Let's move on. Let's see. We're a little over halfway done. Yet the hero's journey in the original movies was always sketchy. The opening 15 minutes of A New Hope feature strikingly few recognizable human characters, and Luke Skywalker is usually the least interesting thing in any scene that follows. Hold on a second. Oh, I disagree with that. I'm thinking Death Star attack, trench run. I'm going to have to disagree with that part. I don't know where this is going right now. The hero's journey in the original movies was always sketchy. I don't think so. The opening 15 minutes of A New Hope feature strikingly few recognizable human characters. Okay. And Luke Skywalker is usually the least interesting thing in any scene that follows. A lot of the film's suspense derives from more from wondering what the movie's about the touristic curiosity of where is this going. Now, that is a fair point. That's fair. I don't think they're wrong there. Where is this going? From the tracking clues to how Luke will fulfill his destiny, Secrets of the Force documents that the trilogy's iconic twist, which would seem key to choreographing a monomyth, nearly weren't filmed. In the shooting script for A New Hope, the mentor figure Obi-Wan Kenobi survives to the end rather than dying midway through. Some drafts of the second films, The Empire Strikes Back, don't indicate that the evil Darth Vader is Luke's father. Glorious though such surprises are, Lucas's work wasn't driven by them. Okay, I agree that was something that developed over time and throughout the process of telling the story. He didn't have all of those things ironed out. That's been well documented. But that doesn't mean that the hero's journey is sketchy. How are we going to summarize this sentence, guys? I need some help. Give me some thoughts. John, sounds like the writer of this article was copying and pasting from other articles and not paying attention as the reason this current passage doesn't make much sense here. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. We may just skip this paragraph altogether. You know what? I'm just going to... Okay. Many elements of the Star Wars story developed as it was already in motion. That's what I'm going to say. And I think that's okay. Many elements of the Star Wars story developed as it was already in motion. Meaning, of course, Lucas didn't have that little thing planned. All right, let's see where this goes, guys. I don't know. Keep in mind, I have not read this. This is my first time through. In fact, the story crescendos are compelling because they double as world building. Learning who Darth Vader really is raises a host of tantalizing questions about the history of the galaxy, not least, how does someone become Darth Vader? Kenobi's early movie reference to mysterious concepts such as the Dark Times, exposition left unfinished once he dies, also spark rich intrigue. Lucas makes movies that are intentionally designed to have holes in them that need to be filled later. The producer Brian Volkweiss says in the oral history, he's right except for one thing: do they need to be filled? Many a mediocre Star Wars product has arisen from trying to define every entry in the Galactic Glossary. The original films work precisely because of the holes. I am 100% okay with this. I am a Star Wars fan that does have the belief that I don't want everything to be explained. That's the whole metachlorian thing. I'm okay with metachlorians, whatever. I'm past it at this point. I remember my knee-jerk reaction, guys. But metachlorians to me was Lucas trying to explain the Force in a way that he didn't need to. So the story is one that has had holes that did not need filling. Okay. Let's move on, everybody. They also work because Lucas, as a filmmaker, was fastidious about blending novelty with naturalism. Directing the initial movie, he insisted that the sets be streaked with scum and scorch marks. He's already said this. He spliced together footage of World War II dogfights and then reinvented special effects to make space battles look like those dogfights. Okay. When the time came to shoot, Mark Hamill, who plays Luke, first delivered his lines with campy panache, but Lucas encouraged him to be more low-key. These actors believed the world they were in. Liam Neeson, a star of 1999's The Phantom Menace, says in Secrets of the Force. Mark Hamill jumps into his speeder and poof, he's off. To them, it was everyday stuff. Yeah. The world of Star Wars needed to come across as normal. All right. Yeah, I hear you. The article is almost done. I'm not sure what the point of this is yet. I'm with you. Here we go. Such far-out realism has rarely been achieved since then. Agreed. In the dreary prequels, Lord of the Rings got it right. In the dreary prequels, Lucas went overboard with then novel computer-generated imagery, losing the lived-in feel he'd once prized. The Disney sequels are too frantically paced and too packed with winks to old Star Wars films for viewers to settle in with new sets, creatures, and costumes. Both of those later trilogies told strenuously mythic stories. The prequels followed the tragic transformation of a hero into a villain, and the Disney movies amounted to another chosen one tale. The flaws of their scripts have been rightly scrutinized, but fixing those flaws would not solve the more fundamental failures of execution. When Star Wars is bad, its galaxy feels like a thing on a screen, not a place you go. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, I like that. Now that I like. Oh, man. Okay. All right, I'm just going to... Look, I'm not going to use like MLA format as I reference this, but this one's going in quotations. When Star Wars is bad, its galaxy feels like a thing on a screen, not a place you go. End quote. Bam. Okay. Boy, do I agree with that. Meaning, of course, none of the movies feels real. I'm getting it. He's painting a good picture now. All right. The world of The Mandalorian. Here we go. Coming back to our point. The world of The Mandalorian, thankfully, is sturdy like well-worn concrete. The hero flies a rickety spaceship modeled on a 1970s warplane, Baby Yoda, twitching puppet ears conveying the expressive range of actual toddlers. Most important, the showrunner Jon Favreau has absorbed the take-your-time exploratory ethos of Lucas's first trilogy. One early episode spends 10 dialogue-free minutes following the Mandalorian as he tries to survive on an arid planet. I would like to see a silent Mandalorian episode. That would be so dope. How long could we watch a Mandalorian episode before we realize no one's speaking? I think it could be a while. 2 episodes later, the Mandalorian arrives in a forested village where locals harvest bioluminescent krill from ponds. He doesn't just save the village from hostile tribes' attacks. He moves in to live the Star Wars simple life for a few weeks. So again, the Mandalorian feels real and is Star Wars. Feels like and is real Star Wars. Thank you guys. I can't believe 150 people are here at school today. Echo Base Network School. Thank you so much for coming to school. Most people hate school, but we are doing a little writing activity with this article as we decipher it. Okay, so here we go. And this is called, for those of you who are wondering, not that you care, but this is called dialectical journaling. There are different activities you could do with text or a source, and you can write a one-sentence summary, you can underline, you can highlight, you can illustrate, you can make a personal connection, you can do all these things. We're going to do this summary. So here we go. Such wanderings do have mythic quality. The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda are an odd couple, protector and charge, father and son, man and beast. There is also a running plot involving the black armored arch-villain that fulfills the demands of modern blockbusters to set up future spin-offs. 10 other Star Wars TV shows were announced in December, when the second season culminated in a CGI-assisted cameo from the original trilogy cast. Let's go! Some critics fretted that the show was about to devolve into Hollywood hackery. What? Who? But thus far, archetypal storytelling and serialized intrigue, ingredients often misused in franchise-driven entertainment, have mainly just anchored Favreau's careful creative riffing. If the miracle of The Mandalorian continues, viewers of the future seasons will only rarely notice an overdetermined hand of fate guiding the action. They'll instead continue to be caught up in individual moments. So I will just say that it's important that The Mandalorian holds course. I think that will be a good sentence. It's important for the Mandalorian to maintain course. Okay. Thank you, The Atlantic. To cheer for a Hollywood product that emphasizes look and feel rather than story and character may sound superficial. It does sound superficial, but I think I know where he's going. But in life, aesthetics are not incidental. The dents on a vehicle tell the story. So does the glint in a stranger's eyes. Tidy plots are scarce, and populations do not readily divide into chosen ones and unchosen ones. Star Wars has proved that mass entertainment can wake us up to such realities. My favorite of the many arcs in The Mandalorian involves a frog-like creature carrying her unhatched eggs to another planet. That was my least favorite. Because the alien doesn't speak his language, the Mandalorian treats her coldly until she commandeers a droid's translation system and delivers a desperate plea for help. Watching that scene jangled my empathy so much that I began to look even at subway rats with a sense of wonder. They are characters in this galaxy, too. Okay. I'm not sure we need a sentence for this paragraph. I do think the main sentence is here. Star Wars has proved that mass entertainment can wake us up to such realities. Realities that story and character, Hollywood products emphasize look and feel rather than story and character. Yeah, we're good here. Let's move on. And that's the end. That's the final. That is the final paragraph. To cheer for a Hollywood product that emphasizes look and feel rather than story and character may sound superficial, but in life, aesthetics are not incidental. The dents on the vehicle tell a story. So does the glint in the stranger's eyes. Tidy plots are scarce, and populations do not readily divide into chosen ones and unchosen ones. Star Wars has proved that mass entertainment can wake us up to such realities. My favorite, okay. Okay. I can definitely translate, guys, this last paragraph as one that is indirectly saying, don't be woke. Get away from the woke storytelling. That's how I translate this last paragraph. You're doing good with The Mandalorian because you're not ruining it with story. As a matter of fact, I think that's a good... The Mandalorian is good because it is not being ruined with story. And I'm going to put driven agendas in parentheses because that might be where it's going. So here's what we've got. Is everybody ready? Yeah, that's the article. So here's what we got. I don't know if it'll let me post this whole thing into a comment. Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, a bunch of comments. All right. Star Wars has always seemed real. The planets, people, and entire environment offers a great escape, but now Star Wars needs new ideas. The Mandalorian is the best Star Wars we've gotten since 1983. As Lucasfilm has been mismanaged since 2012, The Mandalorian has a great Star Wars feel. Star Wars is reality in space. Star Wars involves the Chosen One, the mentor, weapons, and sidekicks. Storytelling is of the utmost importance where Star Wars is concerned. Many elements of the Star Wars story developed as it was already in motion. The story is one that has had holes that did not need filling. The world needed to come across as normal. When Star Wars is bad, its galaxy feels like a thing on the screen, not a place you go. The Mandalorian feels like and is real Star Wars. It's important for The Mandalorian to maintain course. The Mandalorian is good because it is not being ruined with story. And I put driven agendas behind it. Or maybe it's, the author would agree with me, it's not being ruined because they're not having to explain everything. So guys, that's the article. That's what we've got. And let me know what you think about this. Let's see. Star Wars made me realize the simple joys of life. That's good, Michael. This is what happens when editors say I need 500 words on a topic. Yeah, really. Someone used $10 words to tell a $2 story. Darth Arlena is not a fan of the article. At least the mystery is solved where the Lucasfilm Story Group gets their writers. The final paragraph doesn't close the article properly. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's kind of left open to interpretation, which interestingly enough is exactly what Leslie Headland talked about yesterday, about how she thinks the best Star Wars is when you could tell your own story and have it the way you want it. And if you missed that, go check out our video earlier. Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. This guy, not really sure. There's a story, but it's a classic story. If it ain't woke, don't try to fix it. Mandalorian introduced me to Star Wars after 30 years. I will always love it. Well, good. I'm glad for that. My summary was far better. Thank you, Rhino Sith. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I had a feeling that I was going to need to do this, like to break it down for me, not for you. All you guys probably knew what was going on. So, yeah, I'm none the wiser after reading that article. I understand, bro. The article was not very well done, but did have its sniping in it. Yeah, I agree with that. It did. It basically said verbatim, guys, that The Mandalorian is the only good Star Wars we've gotten since the early 1980s. That's a shot. There is no question. You may disagree with some things that was in the article, but there is definitely some shots fired at the current regime. There's no doubt about that. So if that is what Cameron was alluding to, and I believe that it was, right here in his tweet, I wonder how much longer my Lucasfilm stalker is going to have a job after this. The Atlantic is deeply connected to the Hollywood Club. This article is a decapitation move by Chapek against Kathleen Kennedy. Boom. So this article is calling out Lucasfilm for giving us bad Star Wars, except for one guy and one show. That much is true. Thank you for getting me back on track there. I was kind of like overwhelmed, and my mind was a jumbled up mess after reading all of that. So yes, very, very interesting. Star Wars was my escape during the worst year of my life last year. It will always have a special place in my heart. That's awesome, bro. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I I'm so tired. I'm so tired of all the negativity. I need some positivity. I need something I like. I would love to have some Star Wars that the majority of the fandom liked, that we could actually get on here and talk about and praise and be like, yes, you know, kind of like Chapter 16, Mandalorian, or The Mandalorian on the whole. We need that. The fan base needs that. You know, we always try to spin things positive here, kind of. Not that we don't call it a turd, because we do, but I just don't want to concentrate on the negative all the time because I'll never be on here. That's like, the negativity is a repellent for me. I want to stay away from it because I don't like, you know, staying there. I don't mind going there. I don't like staying there. And video after video after video, they did this, they did that. I hate them for this. I just, Let's talk about something that we actually like occasionally. Debbie Young, I will be forever grateful for The Mandalorian because The Mandalorian brought me to Echo Base Network. And if it wasn't for the fact that I love Star Wars so much, that would have turned out to be a tragedy. Well, thank you so much, Debbie. You are the best. Thank you so much, JP. He says, Coach, hope everything is okay with you and the family. Although Nick and the panel did an outstanding job Saturday, I missed you this weekend. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad that I'm here now. Rich's comic book and video games. Sorry about Saturday night. The negativity got too much for me. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I did listen to a lot of it. But I understand. I understand. So, yeah, I like talking about, we like discussing the things that we love. We're here to keep Star Wars alive, you know, and to shine a light on the things that we enjoy and do love about it, you know. And the bad thing is, like, the current state of the franchise, we're not getting very much to shine a light on, to say, look, this is great. Chapter 16, we had it. Chapter 16, we had it. Season 2, in my opinion, we had it. Ahsoka, Bo-Katan. Like, The Mandalorian is great. So, to that end, I agree with the author of this poorly written article. This poorly written article. You know, one day we're going to be covering articles like this in the article. You know, I've actually tagged some of the authors before when we've done this and said, hey, we're about to dissect your article if you want to join us. Have fun. You're on YouTube. So anyways, guys, let me hit these super chats real quick. Michael Kraus with $9.99. Michael says, Hell EBN had to take a break from content. We'll be starting it up soon. Good for you, Michael. Question. Hedlund, or whatever her name is, wasn't she the personal assistant to Weinstein? Yes, she was. The former personal assistant. That is correct. Michael Kraus also with $4.99. Oh, heck no. They did not just diss Luke. I got extra blasters if anyone needs to borrow 1 or 5. That's good, Michael. Debbie Young. Well, it sounds like I missed something hitting the fan. Figures. I have to start from the beginning. It will try to follow. Okay. Teach it, coach. Teach it. Thank you, Debbie. And then Sam Aon with a £5 super chat. Hey, Sam. He says, long and short Mando, good prequels and sequels bad. Such a convoluted article. Mando is the course correction Disney needs, is what I got from it. I agree. I agree with that, Sam. I think that's a really good one-sentence summary of the entire article. Mando is the course correction Disney needs. I agree with that. And you know what? I think the article definitely could have came out and said that a little plainer, and where it didn't take so many brain cells for me to try to figure that out. I like straightforward. Not that I don't like to have thought-provoking articles and things to read into, or to even have like messages and meanings that you have to like figure out and piece together. That's okay. That's all good. But a point like this could have been made a little stronger in a different way, I think, and in a more easily understood way. But yeah, I'm definitely with you there, my friend. But guys, thank you so much for the super chats from Dwight, Paladin Graham, Michael Kraus, Debbie Young, and Sam Aon. We are and you are Echo Base Network, and this video is for you. Let's look at some good Star Wars. Oh yeah. So I made a video the other day, guys. If you will just indulge me for a moment. Actually, so I made a highlight video of The Mandalorian Season 2. The greatest moments, most impactful moments. It was from a fan's perspective, mine. I like The Mandalorian, so it was easy for me to do that. If you would like to watch that video now, give me a number 1 in the stream. And because here's the thing, this will give you a good glimpse of Star Wars that the majority of us like. It will. I think I accomplished that in the video. So we got a lot of ones coming in, and I appreciate that very much, guys. So I am going to play that video. Let me see. Mando Season 2. There it is right there. All right. So I'm going to share a video file. I love how StreamYard is able to do this now. This makes things so much easier. All right. So Mando Season 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you see Star Wars that you like, and I hope that videos like this gives you hope. I hope that you watch this and have a feeling that Star Wars could be great again and here to stay like that. Jon Favreau is trying to deliver. So here we go. And there you have it. Season 2. Thank you guys so much for all of the compliments. It was easy to put a montage together and throw some music in there. There was nothing to that. The magic is Star Wars. The magic is that's what the author of the article talked about. What we just saw is Star Wars, not just a thing on a screen. And a lot of you felt it. I still feel it. I had chill bumps multiple times, guys, and I made the video. I know what's happening. I know the music that's coming up. I know this part that I put there on purpose. And I still got chill bumps watching it because I'm a fan first. We're going to get great Star Wars again, guys. Let not your hearts be troubled. We're going to get some bad Star Wars too, but we're going to get some great Star Wars again. It's going to happen. So no worries. We got a couple super chats real quick, guys. The Star Wars guys with $4.99. Y'all, we really need the Force to be with my family right now. Everyone's okay, but we had to replace 2 tires. Hope everything's okay, bro. Hang in there. I know that's not fun, and tires are expensive. Debbie Young with $9.99 since 2019 after losing my mother, almost losing my daughter, and my own health problems. If it would not have been for The Mandalorian and EBN, I truly don't know if I would have made it, thanks to you all. Well, Mama Bear, we love you. We're very glad that you are here and grateful for all that you do. JP with a $14.99. I did not think Saturday's chat was negative at all. Fat Steven had some very polite but on point comments. Lorena Creole was great. Like I said, loved the panel. Definitely one of the best Saturday live streams. Well, great, man. I'm glad you feel that way. That is awesome. Connor Fuller with $5.49 or £5.49 super chat. No banthas were harmed in the making of this episode. Dwight Paladin Graham with a $2 super chat. Special request, the dogfight of Razor Crest. I'll see what I can do with that. And $4.99 from Valiant Renegade. The Atlantic piece is itself a huge clue. Ask yourself why this newspaper, why this article, and most importantly, why now? Cameron is on point. Yeah. I don't disagree. So thank you guys so much for all of the super chats. Mexican Iron Man with a $5 super chat. Hail the return of Lord Broomcock. Where? I don't see him. Broomcock is not here. Scary stuff. You never know when Broomcock's going to show up. So that is crazy. So if y'all see him, let me know. Guys, I've had so much fun with this little live stream that we did. We've been here an hour and a half. It has been awesome. Looking at the article together, pulling some positives out, looking at some Star Wars that's worthy of celebration, and you guys, you in the camera, you guys keeping Star Wars alive. Thank you for all you do. Y'all are the best, no doubt about it. So that's going to do it for us today. Nick and I may be back later tonight. I don't know. We'll see. No plans, but I will be back sometime very soon. If you didn't see the video I dropped earlier today on Leslie Headland and the Acolyte and her interview, go and check that out. But maybe wait a little while because you won't feel like you feel right now in that video. But guys, thank y'all so much. It has been great being here with you. You are Echo Base Network, and I'm going to play this very special thank you for Mexican Iron Man, Valiant Renegade, Dwight Paladin Graham, Connor Fuller, JP, Debbie Young, and the Star Wars guys. And JP just sent another $9.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, bro. Thank y'all so much for your support. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up button if you liked it. If you're here and you're new and you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down button and let us know why. But we love you guys. Y'all are the best. And this is a special thank you to all of the Super Chat people and all of our members. Thank you for our members being here and our mods, Matt Rissman being here, and all of our other mods. If you were here as well, I know Matt's here, and all of our subscribers. So thank you guys so very much. So this video is for you, and we'll exit with the credits and all of our members. So thanks, guys. See y'all later. The Star Wars book, The Heart of the Jedi, written in 1991, has a legendary history.
Crap. I had it over on the other thing and I had to move it. I wasn't ready.
And be in attendance for your chance to win. I just hit my microphone. It's all in my way. All right, let's start over. You ready?
All right.
We got it going. This is going to be good. Joining us this Saturday night is Heart of the Jedi author Ken C. Flint, and he's going to be our special. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
We got it. We'll get it done. Ladies and gentlemen, there will never, ever be a live stream where you see this face on this channel and you not see this at least once.
N-O, N-O, no, no, no.